Hey, it's Nate with Cash Talk TV, and we're here in front of the whiteboard. And actually, to tell you the truth, this whiteboard, I don't really like how this is set up, but it will do for now. I'm eventually going to get a better black marker so y'all can see this better. But for right now, and there goes my light. Let me put this light back up. And I have no edits on these videos simply because I don't have the time to be editing these videos. I have too much stuff going on, too much business going on. Let me get to the point right now. Okay, so the point of this video is to help you start to understand all the players in the whole finance game, the finance world. So I have some of them written up here. I want you to be aware of all the entities, the businesses, the people, the vultures, the people that can help you in the finance game, okay? So, first off, we have cash. Cash is king. Cash can buy you your food, it can pay your power bill, it can do anything for you. It can get people to do stuff for you, okay? So cash is king. So make sure that you always have some cash, okay? At least have like a secret account that has cash in it, because at the end of the day, like if everything else went wrong, if you have cash, you can get people to do stuff for you. You can buy food with it. You get what I'm saying? Next, we have the IRS, which is like, let me explain to you. There's players in the game that you have to play with, okay? Like cash, you have to play with cash at some point. The IRS, you have to play with them at some point, okay? Because they tax you, so you have to play with them. So you have to know the rules of engagement. You need to know the rules of the game between you and them. There's also the DOR, so that's taxes at a state level. You have to know the rules of the game with them. You have to keep them pleased. We have something like bankruptcy, which is it's not a company, it's not a business. Well, it actually is, because it has to do with the courts, okay? So the courts are another player in the financial game. Financial services, financial advisors, financial planners, people on Wall Street, on the stock market, debt consolidation, which is kind of over here because I have debt again, but financial service would be like a debt negotiator or a credit card consolidation company. So credit, you're going to be dealing with Visa or MasterCard, or credit might also be considered like a loan, and a loan can also be considered debt, So, and then debt can also be considered funding. So a loan can be considered funding as opposed to, traditionally thinking about a loan, because you have some different ways to get funding. And then you obviously have payments, which are your bills, paying for your stuff. And then we have banks up here too. There's a cool little thing. It's not really related to finance, but there's 440 minutes in a day, which, if you become more aware of those minutes, and if you start to think of them kind of like money, then you'll be more aware of spending them, and you'll live a better life. So this is just video one, basically telling you, bringing more awareness to you about who the players are in the finance game. Eventually we'll break it down and show like strategies on how to get funding, strategies on how to lower your taxes. We'll talk about all that, strategies to get more cash flow. But right now this was just a visual so that you guys can understand there's all these players in the game, and guess what? At the end of the day, they all want money. They all want your money. So you got to get smart about the game. You got to play the game smart so that you can keep the most money, so then you can use it for yourself, as opposed to having to give it all away to interest fees, taxes, people wanting this, people wanting that. My goal is to help you, myself, everyone be more financially abundant and financially wealthy. I'm Nate with Cash Talk TV, and if you want to talk to me, make sure it's Cash Talk.